Welcome everybody to Inside the Booth. This is Dan the Law
and Dreaming Tabitha.
And we got some beautiful guests. Well, some normal people and some guests. I don't know.
Some of them are rather attractive.
Yeah, everyone's attractive, aren't they?
No, it's not true at all.
Here we go. Let's see us. Here we go. Here's us. Everybody.
Beauty may be in the eye of the beholder, but not everybody is attractive.
There you go.
And beauty is only skin deep, but ugliness goes straight to the bone. Am I right?
Beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but not everyone's attractive.
Absolutely.
Those contradict each other pretty much.
But they're straight up facts. Both at the same time.
Were you trying to be Yoda there? Like, it seemed like a Yoda-ism.
Speaking in riddles, yeah.
I just have this way of being wise without trying. So.
Attractive, not you are.
Right? Well, thanks a lot, Tom.
I agree. You could definitely be beautiful on the outside and absolutely ugly in the inside. So that is true.
Yep.
There you go.
Welcome to Inside the Booth. Beauty tips.
Inside the Booth
for everybody.
Beauty tips.
Hey guys.
Welcome to the review show, the best geek talk show on the interwebs. And we're going to be talking about a lot of stuff. We're going to talk about Galaxies Edge. We also have a beautiful guest down here who goes there quite often. Not sure how
much.
Probably too much, he says. And then we'll talk a little Indiana Jones and some Marvel movies, and I don't know, maybe a little Disney and how they make
Disney
everything
things.
better.
Yeah.
Make everything better.
Disney make things better. Okay.
You heard it here first, folks. They used to.
Dan's poking the mouse.
Yep.
The mouse has less power now. You're fine. The mouse has less power now.
Right.
Less power.
I think
They
it's more
probably
of
wouldn't
like
even
the
watch
mouse
it
is an
then.
automaton. Mickey's not with us any longer. It's just.
It's Rupert Mouse. It's not Mickey anymore. It's his cousin twice removed.
It's his cousin twice removed. That's right. But they all look alike, so you just can't tell the difference.
Just
But
saying
yeah.
hello to everybody in the chat. There's not too many at the moment. Let's hope they come.
They didn't like what I had to say.
Hello.
They took it personally.
Ooh,
They took it
sorry.
personally. And so yeah. So I guess we could just jump into some Galaxy Edge stuff. Because Tony said were you going there or did you go there already?
I'm going the day after tomorrow. I'm flying out tomorw.
Oh, okay. You missed me by a day. I'm gonna be there tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Of course, Tom is.
I can go again. It's
Yeah. You guys should meet up.
Well, wait. Thursday I'm
Get
seeing
a good
Indy 5,
experience.
but I can still be there.
Yeah, you
Gonna be a tour guide. Tom knows all the ins and outs of all the ins and outs.
That's right.
And then
Especially
some.
Galaxy's Edge.
Tony, go again. I'll be there in August.
There you go.
We're gonna
Like
miss
a
each other
month.
again, aren't we?
We are.
Dang it.
But okay. So Galaxy's Edge. Since Tony hasn't been there yet, I will give some hints.
I have.
Somehow
I've been
You
there.
have. You have.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's not your first time. It's not the first
No.
rodeo.
That's correct.
Okay.
Not with that
If
kind of
you're-
background.
Are you going west or are you going Batu West or Batu East?
Florida.
Okay. All right.
Sorry.
Sorry. Sorry
Which
for
one
the
is this?
non.
I was
sorry
trying
for
to
the
You had to make me
non-Florida
think.
people.
West versions of the park.
There's no thinking.
That's what I was thinking. The versions of the park.
Sorry
Right.
for going theme park speak. And
Wow,
I will
you
say,
do go there often.
I do go there often. One, take advantage of the 30% off discounts. I just actually picked up Maul's Shadow Saber while there for
Oh,
$100.
oh
Down from
really?
160. It was 150 $15 or something with tax, whatever. But
Right.
so I would say take advantage. There's 4 sabers on sale. Dooku's light side saber, both of Maul's, and Plo Koon, I think.
Nice.
So if you're going to take advantage of those discounts, there was 12 sabers at Max on sale before, so I guess they sold through a bunch. And the other thing, if you're a theme park person and you're going to get a lightsaber, they changed the material of the blades and didn't tell anyone. They were polycarbonate. Now they're fiberglass. So please, if you're buying one, don't fight with it now.
Why did they change it? They know that people like to go out there and wham bam.
They're relatively sturdy, but they're not combat ready blades. Now the good thing is that there are actually now Etsy makers that make combat ready blades for the hilts, but I would only recommend it for certain hilts that have a deeper connection point.
But why did they change it? Why did they change it? Is it cheaper?
According to my person that works in merchandising, it's about 40% cheaper than the polycarbonates.
But with all the money that they make, do they really need to do that?
But they still sell it for the high prices.
It's still cheaper than a Korribanth or a Vader's Vault in terms of if you think about like boutique sabersmiths.
Oh, okay.
Sorry,
Right.
again, park nerd, Star Wars person. I'm assuming I'm in like-minded company with Tony over there. So
definitely. Although you are schooling me a little bit, but So
let's look at Tony's background there, since he's on his bench tonight.
That is so cool. That is so cool.
Tom, that's not even the half of it.
Nope.
Yeah, this is just a little corner.
Yeah. Yeah.
He even has a window that looks into space.
That's right.
You set up an LCD panel for a space window. He has his own Star Cruiser.
He does.
I do.
Han and Carbonite, he's got it all.
That's right.
I will say, are you staying on property when you're coming in?
No, just off property.
Okay, wait times for Rise of Resistance have been pretty good lately, around 30 to 50 minutes. So you should be able to get on okay. Please go in the morning, otherwise it'll be in B mode.
Well, that's the plan. So I have twin daughters, right? And last year,
I didn't mean to hijack.
One of my daughters and my wife went with me. And that was great. We did lightsabers. We built lightsabers and droids. And but her twin sister, Cassie, couldn't go. So Cassie's already down there in Orlando for work. So I'm going to just literally fly down, spend all day Thursday there, and then fly back home Friday. So blow in, blow back out. So, but I'm super excited because we are already scheduled for building lightsabers as well and droids.
There's new scrap metal. The dark side one is really awesome. It kind of goes back to Darth Malgus a little bit. There's some really deep cut EU pieces now in there, like EU light type of scrap metal pieces for both the power and control and the, I guess, justice and whatever. I did the elemental nature. It was the coolest looking one at the time. So, but I would look at those newer pieces on the two, like light side Jedi and dark side Jedi.
Oh,
they're
for
really
sure.
Nice.
Yeah. So my daughter from last year, my daughter made this one.
Oh, similar to the Temple Guard.
Ooh, I like that. That was
super cool.
Also, they have couplers now, so you can make your Savis.
Tom, let the man speak.
I like to share this stuff. I'm sorry.
That's fine. And then this was the one I made. I don't remember the theme on it, but
kind of like a Luke. Like
I'm pretty old school. I also made a droid and made an R2D2, just but man, these are super good quality. Like if you haven't been, I'm talking to the audience now, obviously. But if you haven't been and you're wondering, is it worth it? I'd say it is 100%. It's not cheap, but man, this thing weighs, it's,
solid.
It is metal.
Solid. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a plastic chassis, but the metal pieces outside are metal.
Yeah. It's really, really nice. And then here was the R2D2 that I made.
Oh, so cute.
So cute.
Would make a great popcorn bucket. Well, Tony, since you're a room builder and you've got this fantastic backdrop behind you, which is real, like when you went there, I'm sure you paid attention to everything that was around you. And what do you, in your opinion, as a Star Wars room builder, and then seeing what Disney has made, what are your thoughts on that? Like, do you like it? Do you feel like you do a better job, or just curious on that when you were there?
Yeah, no, I'm glad you asked that, because I did get some really interesting insight into that. So I had been building my room for like at least 1.5 years, almost 2 years, I guess, before I ever went. And I figured before I went, I was like, I'm going to go there, see how awesome everything is, and come home and look around and go, tear it all out. I'm starting over, you know? But actually the opposite happened.
Okay.
Super cool. Galaxy's Edge is amazing. All of the prop builders and the makers that created that world, man, it's just, it feels like you're in universe, you know, and everything is just wonderful. But when I came back, instead of like ready to scrap it all, I looked around and went,
ain't half
I
bad.
didn't do too bad. You know, I think I surprised myself.
Oh, good. That's wonderful.
So,
it would be terrible to invest all of that work, walk
I
up there,
know.
come back home and be like, I hate it.
Let's start it over.
Right. And I'm not in denial either. I really do feel that way. You know, it's like, this is cool, you know, and it really does feel like, well, thank you. It feels like when I was at Galaxy's Edge every time I walk into my office, which is daily. Right.
Did you get to do the Millennium Falcon ride and everything?
Yeah, the ride was disappointing. I actually wanted to stay in the hold area for longer.
Yeah.
Just because we waited for almost 3 hours in line, and then you know, the ride's like 2 minutes long. And you really can't pay attention to anything if you're trying to push the buttons.
Oh, were you the, what do they call it? Is the pilot, the engineer?
I was the engineer. Yeah, me and my daughter were.
So next time, remember to ask. So you can ask to be pilots, so that way you won't end up with engineers or gunners. It's a better ride experience.
Is it?
Yeah, and pre-pandemic, you were actually able to stay in the chess room, that area, longer. You could just stay there as long as you want before the pandemic. They gave you cards telling you your assignment. And you just chilled there. And when you wanted to go up, you walked up and said, all right, I want to be a pilot now. Because
see, that's what I would.
a better way.
I would love to do that.
See, I told you, Tom knows the ins and outs of the ins and outs.
That's right. That's right.
Well, I do know that Brian Thompson actually got to go and hang out for quite a while. And, you know, just take lots of pictures and take it all in. Of course, I have half of that here in my office now anyway. So
you live on the Falcon, yeah.
You should have seen me though when we were in the hold for like the, I don't know, 1.5 minutes that we were in there. I was running around pushing all the buttons on the, you know, like I was going nuts. I was like, how did they make this? How did they make that? I need to know, like.
So it's not happening by the time you're down, but by October, they're going to bring over their Capture Your Moment, which is their upcharged photo pass service, where they take a photo crew. No, but it's actually really cool because they do it for weddings and stuff. It's a photo crew with like boom lights and everything like that, and they go wherever you want to go, perfectly lit, so you can go inside of the Millennium Falcon, sit there and take a whole bunch of pictures. I think they'll even put the hollow chess pieces in now when you take the photos in there, so it looks like you're playing the Jarek.
That's cool.
And I think it's like $150. It's not a super big upcharge for Disney. Like there are worse upcharges, but for a young family, they'll take you into places like you've been to Batuu, so you know the upper area across from the Millennium Falcon, above Oga's on the left there. You can go up there and take pictures that you're not supposed to be up there. So they take you into backstage areas for photos.
Yeah, that's nice.
That's nice.
That's cool.
Now, Batuu, is that an actual Star Wars place?
It was an EU planet, yes.
Was it? Okay, all right. One of the lesser
there's even a book about it.
Is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
If there's books about it, you know it's real.
Well,
it's got to be real, man. We all know how I feel about the EU. So
there were books about it before Disney owned it. So they took a planet that was kind of obscure, that didn't have too much going on with it, that they could use and make into their purpose.
Why? I wonder why they decided to do that. Why they decided to take a lesser known planet Just so that way it's like a clean slate, maybe.
I think so. You know, I still wish that.
It's a book.
What is the book? Is that what he's saying? I'm
He
on
said,
my
"What
phone,
is
so
a
I
book?"
can't see it.
What
Oh,
is a book?
A book.
It's the
Yeah,
thing
right.
that people back
I
when,
don't know.
yeah.
It's the thing with paper that I only look at when I'm on the beach.
It's a reservation.
Then there's the book, which we can talk about that later. But so yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm looking forward to the Rise of the Resistance. I didn't get to ride that last time, and I heard that was actually really
The
good.
book right here.
There you go.
It is good.
Ado knows about that one.
Oh yeah.
I hope you haven't watched too much videos and stuff like that. I hope you kind of go. Are you going in pure, or have you already watched ride videos?
I'm pure.
Going in pure.
I'm tainted.
Have you watched?
Are you tainted, Tony?
I was
am.
lucky enough to go.
Are
when
you
it
damaged
opened,
goods?
so I couldn't-
For sure. Definitely. Yes.
Take your time. Take your time in the trooper room. Don't let them rush you. Take your time there and stuff. Like
Okay.
that's one of the better photo ops they have there, and I would take your time and ask for blue or silver for the rows for the attractions. That'll be the front row, so that way you'll have a.
I was thinking the
unobstructed-
rose, like a flower, and I'm like, they offer roses? Is this The Bachelor? What is
Sorry, I didn't speak well enough. I
No, you're
apologize.
fine, Tom. It was just
Rose.
me. I'm like, I need to clarify. Ask for the blue or the silver rose. Interesting.
Well, these are
I didn't
things
think
that-
they did that in Star Wars.
These are things that they don't tell you, and you don't know.
Blue
about
or
going
silver,
to-
you said?
Blue or silver are the two front rows of
Okay.
either of the cars. So try
Alright,
to ask
great.
for those from once you're. Does anyone care about spoilers for the ride in the chat before I go through? Because I really don't want to spoil
No.
too much.
No, we
Um,
don't care. Go ahead and spoil it.
I'm asking the chat. Like, I understand you don't care, but
Well,
I'm
they
trying to
can
be nice to
mute
your
you,
audience.
Tom, if they don't want to. So.
Yeah, that's right. They
They
can
can-
mute the video.
All right.
They can mute you.
So when you get to the second holding cell, you're going to be surrounded by first trooper officers, and the first one, once you go through the queue, will be the one that you want to ask, hey, can I go blue or silver? That will be the one telling you which line you're going to be in for the interrogation, and that
Gotcha.
color equals out to the corresponding escape vehicle.
I feel like
Gotcha.
that's part of the experience, knowing this inside information, because the whole Rebel
Yeah, I think
Alliance
so.
was built on like sneaky and secrecy and all this kind of stuff. So Tom's like, don't go through the second one, go through the first one. Ask for Trevor and
Right? Take
Well-
the blue pill.
knock twice, not three times.
If Eric's working, he might actually. I know Eric. He might be working
Oh
there
my
Thursday.
goodness.
ask for okay. How does one know about the blue and the silver roses? Rose. Like, do you just do that through experience, or did
I've
someone
been on
tell
that
you?
I've been on that ride 452 times.
Exactly.
Yeah, I keep.
I
count.
knew it. Yeah, you're a numbers man. I knew you had it down pat.
It's
Oh, Tony's face.
Like, what?
It's all to one up my brother. It's simply pettiness of like holding something over my brother.
Man, I hate
I
going
do
to
it- I
Disney
do-
World out of pettiness.
I do theme park
Right.
content, Tony. I do a
Right.
theme park vlog. I live stream at theme parks, so I'm there 4 times a week. Not necessarily that
Oh.
park, but
Okay.
so 2 years worth and stuff like that. So and I also
I would ride it quite often too. I get it.
Could you say
So-
that number again for the people? on the back?
452,
Wait, one more.
452 times.
Wow.
I went during the peak of the pandemic
You
when
gotta
there was
find you
no-
a wife, Tom.
She's in back too,
Go with you.
She's in back.
That's right.
or is on his shoulder right now.
That's why Tom
No.
goes back so often. Mrs. Tom
I-
works there.
I did date one of the Rays in there, so I don't know if that counts as a wife, but
I would say
Wow.
Ooh, array. Ooh.
so. That's it.
Does that make Tom an official Skywalker?
no more.
Yeah.
No more than
know
Ray
how that
really
works.
is.
No more than Ray.
The force is strong.
Am
with
I a
this one.
Palpatine then?
Yeah.
No more than Ray. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Follow the white rabbit, Tom. Jesus, Christ. I don't know.
You
what that
like
means.
blue milk?
The blue milk's better than the green milk. I'll tell you that in terms of on Batu. The green milk tastes like grass in like suntan
Ew.
lotion. I'm being
Grass
honest.
and suntan lotion. Now that's the
Yum.
combination we didn't know we knew we didn't want.
Right?
Now, Tony, if you do go into August, make sure you get the fuzzy tauntaun.
The fuzzy tauntaun.
Yeah, fuzzy tauntaun's
yeah.
a good one, and also Jedi Mind Trick. Jedi Mind Trick's a really nice drink.
Agree.
Oh, it's a
Okay.
drink. Okay. Fuzzy tauntaun. I was thinking like a plushie. I'm like, oh.
No, it's
Yeah,
okay.
I want a fuzzy tauntaun.
The fuzzy tauntaun's cool.
Actually, we didn't get to go to Olga's last time. I told Ado that I was really bummed. Apparently, he shut the place down when he went the next day last year.
It's completely
But-
easy to get into now. You have no worries. It's like really easy. You
Yeah,
can
we
get
already have
reservations day of.
reservations since it's just two of us. We had three, so I think that was part of the problem trying to get a table or whatever it is there. So I'm really looking forward to seeing the inside of that because that was one of the only places that I didn't get to go last time. So,
Now there is a whole storyline about Ogas and Rex in there from original Star Tours. Do you know that?
I
So there's so Rex crash landed his Star Tours.
Rex. DJ Rex.
He crash landed his Star Tours pod onto Batu. So there's actually a big crater. It's only here in Batu East. It's not in Batu West. So we're the only one that the storyline for DJ Rex. So he actually crash landed and Oga's dragged him malfunctioning and all to be the DJ. So
Ado
it's
would
actually
be a
connected
good
to Star
Rex.
The
He's
That's
got
cool.
The white beard,
Again, I know useless stuff.
Nah.
Now, Tony, are you only doing that park, or are you going to do all of them?
Just that
would be
one.
hard. That would be very hard.
Yeah.
I was going to tell you because I'm going over there for a week in August, and the next ride that'll just blow your mind is Guardians of the Galaxy.
I've heard that's really good.
I didn't get to go when I went to Epcot last year. I didn't get to go on Guardians. It was
No?
like it was packed. It was full. Like there was no more vacancy or however that works.
It's still virtual queue, and they actually extended the virtual queue longer.
Well, not for when I was there. Obviously, I didn't
I'm
have
saying
Tom.
right now,
I didn't
I'm
have
saying-
Tom to talk to Eric or Peter or somebody
Right.
to get me in. Ask for the blue or silver chair or something.
It's Ashley in Epcot.
Ashley. Okay, I'll remember that. Ask for Ashley. Ashley.
It helps to make friends with cast members if you make park
for sure.
contact,
Sure. I'm sure.
especially the bartenders.
Oh.
Nah.
So what do? You just saddle up to one of the people and be like, "Hey, if I slip you $20, can you get me inside?"
No, I point to Zort and they let me in.
Ah, so we all need a Zort. Do they sell the Zorts?
Yes, they're
They do.
40% off right now.
Ah, you can get your own personal Zort that's more than just 40% off, everybody, because it apparently gets you the ins and outs of the ins and outs.
Make Tom full screen so I can see it, please.
Okay.
The Kowakian monkey lizard.
Oh, and he's laughing now.
This is actually the fifth Zort. We've had some issues. One had an
They don't
arm
get
break
along.
off.
Divorced him.
One got electrocuted in the rain. One
that
had an arm broke off during test track, and what happened to the other one? Two of them are like up above, being all cryptic, hanging above my closet door, just
see.
like sitting back there. But yeah, they last like about a year with the
Well,
park.
to
going
be
in the
fair, you
rain.
wear that like every day,
Yeah,
462 times, so I would say the
452.
450. I would say the average person
would not wear it as
probably
much as
wears Zort maybe twice a year. So,
Right?
but that's Tom's signature. This is probably the most I've referred to you as Tom. Would you say?
Yes, you have not called me Rogue once yet.
I
during
know. I
this.
feel weird every time I've said Tom. I have felt weird. I don't like it. Rogue, it is.
Okay, that's fine.
His channel name is The Rogue Attraction. For those who do not know. So I used to call him Rogue Disney. Then he switched his name. I don't appreciate that because once you introduce yourself to me as one way, that's imprinted on my brain. And so when you change your name, I feel foolish. I don't know what to do with myself.
I'm sorry. I was told it was better for branding.
I
It is.
understand
It
that
is.
completely. It's just makes me dysfunctional. Then knowing your real name is Tom, I just don't like it. So it has honestly felt weird every time I said it. Tom. Yes, Tom.
Now,
That's
Tabitha, he's got the whole beard thing going. He can wear the guy liner.
I don't know if Tom could pull off the
No.
guy like he's not quite as rev as you are, Ado.
It's Rev. Thank you. I like that.
Yeah, he's not quite as punk as Ado is. Not quite as rock and roll as Ado.
No, he's got a good beard there. He's got something going on there. I like that.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I forgot to bring my beard today. Everybody's brought theirs. So.
Look at that.
Dan's kind of looking like a little bit like Andre the Giant, really.
Oh, somebody told him in the last stream, more like whoops. Got
What?
rid of
Logan
it.
from Wolverine.
Logan from Wolverine. Wrong button.
Yeah,
I could also see a little
I see
Belushi.
that.
Whoopsie doodle. Wrong. Tony looks like
I don't know what
Tony.
she's
The man
doing.
chops.
I'm putting you back where I put you back in your place, Dan. Back where you belong.
I appreciate that.
All in all, Tony, I hope you have a blast there. It's a fun place to be. Don't let people say, "Oh, it's Agrabah." Oh, it's cool. It's a cool place. I like. It's my
Agrabah.
favorite place to be in Disney right now is actually Batu. The cast members are really nice there. The PhotoPass people are great. So it's kind of like a safe, not a safe space, but it's a fun place to be, and I don't mind working there. I'll bring my work laptop and go work there a little bit, stuff like that. So
Oh, nice.
good Wi-Fi. Good
Oh, well, that is important for the streamers, for sure.
Yeah.
For the streamers.
Also, if you haven't checked out Docking Bay, since you're Docking Bay 327, Docking Bay 7 does have some good food.
Yeah,
If you're,
I did eat there.
but I would say if you're there with your, try to do Rodeo's Roundup, the new barbecue place that opened up in Toy Story Land. That's really, really good.
Okay.
Ooh, Rodeo
So,
Roundup.
It's
Yeah,
it's a family style all you can care to enjoy, but it's really, really good, and it's really quaint. And they have
And
like
it's a
awesome.
barbecue, huh?
Yeah, it's
I love-
barbecue, mac and cheese, like it's home like soul food type stuff. They have watermelon salad. I'm like, oh hey, something different.
You know
healthy.
what I really miss in Florida is the Four Rivers. I
Four
love-
Rivers barbecue is
It's
so
that
good.
time again where
Yeah.
Dan
Oh,
used to live
I
in
miss-
Florida.
I miss Four Rivers, man. Well, you heard Tom. He said it's really good there. So
No, I
know
do
what
like
I'm
Four
talking about.
Rivers.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding. I do like Four Rivers. I will say
miss
they
it.
have a place in Disney Springs. It's a barbacoa. It's like a little food truck that they do for Four Rivers. But like
oh, did I?
it's
Oh,
yeah.
Cool.
But yes, I think Four Rivers is good barbecue. Is it the best barbecue? No, it's good. There are some hole in the wall places that like
right,
Hey,
that
you
is
don't know.
better.
To somebody, it could be the best barbecue.
I decide that, not that.
You
I
decide
decide-
that. Oh, so who's the contradiction now? First, I'm like, not everybody's
My
attractive.
opinion
You
doesn't
just gotta be
matter.
older. It's just not the best.
Food is subjective and doesn't offend anyone.
Hey,
I would say attractiveness is the same.
Attractive doesn't offend anyone. Okay.
Tony, have you had the Ronto wraps? Over
I
in
did.
Batu?
Yeah,
Those are good.
it was good.
Is the
Yes,
Earl's
it is.
sandwich of Disney still available?
It's still at Disney Springs. They made the sandwiches a little bit smaller though.
Joe's Kansas City is the best barbecue. Wow, I live in North Carolina. We could have a fight all day about the
Oh.
best kind of barbecue. These
There's-
people
there's
take it
some-
like religion here.
Vinegar
Yeah,
or
there's some
tomato
really
paste?
good barbecue up there in North
My
Carolina. Or
favorite
down there.
barbecue is when they're dragging their big barbecue trailer behind the truck. Those are my favorite ones because
Yeah, those are good too.
Those are really good.
I do love me some good barbecue for sure.
For sure.
Well, I was kind of I don't know if you guys have more to say on Galaxies Edge. I know Tom does. I'm not excluding Tom. No offense.
I'll talk
Tom.
indie now. That's
Well, I
fine.
was just thinking, like when we said that Dan was looking, that somebody commented and said he kind of looked like Logan or like the Wolverine. I found it very interesting that the newest Indiana Jones movie is directed by James Mangold, which actually did
Mhm.
Logan and the Wolverine. And I
Yeah.
found that interesting just because of the fact that he's done several other movies, of course, and he did like 3:10 to Yuma.
Ford
Walk
vs
the Line.
Ferrari is amazing.
And so it's just like, wow, I don't know. I'm not familiar with all of his movies and stuff like that. I just remember the Wolverine and especially Logan being some pretty gritty, like heavier kind of movies. So interesting that that's coupled together with Indiana Jones. It just kind of makes me wonder how this film's going to look. Is it going to feel like Indiana Jones? Is it going to feel more gritty? Is it going to have a different kind of vibe to it?
Has anyone here seen it?
It comes
seeing
out
Thursday.
It comes out Thursday.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, great.
I know.
I didn't want to get spoiled.
Well,
Right.
I am going to go see
I've
that
seen
one. at the theater.
parts. I've seen parts of it.
I mean, I've seen whatever's been floating around the internet with teaser trailers and things like that.
Right.
I saw
And
parts other ways.
Yeah.
Of course you did. Probably had to ask Eric or Ashley.
I went to go see a premiere. No.
Nah, did not get. Did not. I don't have that much pull yet to get invited to premiere.
Not
so
yet,
no.
but he's working
too
on
bad,
it.
Too bad.
No
Man,
red
I would
carpet
love
over
that.
there.
Oh,
You could
okay.
ask for- yeah. I'd
He'll be
love
talking to
do
Ray.
that.
Don't worry.
Yeah.
But I actually found it interesting. Have you seen the recent clip that released online for it?
What was it about?
No,
They're in the library room in the office in the college. Helena's there, and they're talking, and the bad guys. I don't know what I'm supposed to call them yet, but Shaw's men. Apparently, the bad guy is Shaw. So Shaw's
The
men.
bad guys, you know.
I found it very
Nazis.
interesting that a group that's supposed to be based off of, I don't know the right word to put this. So historically bad people is very mixed in terms of who they have working for them, which I found very interesting because they're historically bad people that don't like other people. I'm trying. I don't know what
They
you want me
don't
to
like the
say.
Yeah, no, I
Yeah.
know what you mean. The Nazis. I
I don't know what I would be okay to say on your channel. I don't
They
wanna say
didn't.
any
They
words.
didn't. Oh
Right.
no, you just as long as they're not swear words, you're fine.
Okay. Well, so apparently one of the bad guys is a African American woman, which I don't understand how would be in a group
Wait.
of.
She's a. Well, I know the internet refers to it as Yahtzee because you know. the
Yeah,
other
we could
one's
say
direct-
Yahtzee.
Yahtzees.
So
So
there's
there's an African American woman as a Yahtzee.
yes, in the most recent clip, there is.
Well, obviously
Okay.
we're not going for historical accuracy in this.
Yeah,
I mean,
Weren't
I'm
they
just-
supposed to be white, blonde hair, blue eyes?
that's what I'm like. I'm watching the clip that got released, and I'm like, well, at least Indy's kind of cool, doing cool stuff. He's fighting. He pushes over a bunch of bookcases, and I'm like, wait a minute. There's a African American lady with an afro with the Yahtzees, and she's part of them.
Nazis.
Um,
Have we gotten to that now?
Yes.
Wow.
I guess you can't
YouTube,
say Nazi.
YouTube does
on-
not like the new N word.
The algorithm?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm-
and I said it like 4 times.
I know. So lots
I
of
know.
streamers just refer to them as Yahtzees.
I'm just saying.
It took me a minute to figure out what y'all were even
Yeah.
saying.
I mean,
All right,
Talking
Tony.
about-
We're playing Nazi.
Disney's,
Yeah,
Disney's very okay with
3 letters.
and stuff like that.
Sound
But I just
Rhymes
I
with Yahtzee.
Sorry, Tom.
Tom, go ahead.
I just
go
don't
ahead.
understand how this movie can work if you're telling me that you're making that group inclusive. Like
Yeah, if you're making one
Yeah,
of the worst groups, like you said, one of not the only, but one of the groups in history, you know, like you said, all inclusive, it kind of defeats the reason why they were so evil and
yeah,
why
it's
their
like-
agenda was so bad and heinous. It's like so it just kind of brings it. I don't understand.
it's weird. It's not doesn't make
Yeah.
sense. Like
it's
it's
No, it
just
doesn't.
that would break my suspension of disbelief completely in terms of because it's not a make believe group. It's a real group that existed.
Right, it's not a necessarily a fantasy sci-fi kind of film. It's supposed to be based on historical legends and the history as a whole. So of
Right.
course, I guess they're kind of breaking those boundaries since it does have to do with time travel.
Well, the Archimedes dial or whatever. There's some
Right,
that
well,
stuff
I
is
mean,
a little
Look
bit.
at the crystal skull. You know, that didn't really have.
Aliens,
It was alien. You know, I mean, I guess you could say it's kind of historical, but not really. You know.
Here's the
Well,
problem.
they've always included the fantasy in with the historical
yeah.
in all of those movies. You know,
That's true.
Let's be honest though. The two of the original three that were the original ones that were the best were the ones that were based on more of the occult and more
Yes.
biblical
Yeah,
connection.
absolutely.
because it's
Yeah.
more. It was more believable.
believable.
And you
Yeah,
and
right.
like so the Shankara stones. While I don't mind Temple of Doom, it's
Mhm.
also a prequel to Raiders. It's not meant to be. So like there's a timing there, and even if you take stuff from the Young Indiana Jones adventures, most of the stuff has to do more with Egyptian and stuff like that, which is fine. But the two ones that make the most sense and have the most weight to them are Raiders and Last Crusade.
Yeah.
Because they have. Now I know I kind of feel like I wish I got more with the Coronado's Cross. Like I feel like I would have liked more story there. That's just me. Sorry, I am an Indiana Jones nerd. Wait,
of course you are.
I have,
here comes the paraphernalia.
I have a staff head of Ra here.
Ah, nice.
Oh yeah! Don't burn your hand on it.
Right?
I wish I could have got the prop hand too. That would have been awesome. I'm gonna make one of those. Let's
Oh,
heat this
that'd
up
be
and put a silicone hand and just make my own.
Why,
There you
Tom?
go.
You could totally set that thing in the oven, grab it, and then
And
you'd
do it
have it
yourself.
there all the
I
time.
do-
DIY.
Permanent
I
tattoo.
don't think the crystal will do well in the oven because I don't.
Well,
think
you'll
it's
never
real.
know until you
Oh,
try.
no.
Let us know how that worked out.
Tabitha.
I mean, I have the fertility idol, which is the creepiest thing ever behind me too. But
It is very weird. I saw that thing walking around, and I'm like, why do men want this in their bathroom?
it's really weird. It's literally a big woman giving birth.
Baby
it's,
birth.
Yeah, it's like a weird thing, but it's such a cool thing in the movie when he's holding it up and he's like, Havata, Havata! Like,
I
like,
get
like-
that. I totally get that, but I do find it very peculiar. All these grown men wanting fertility idols in their offices. I'm just like,
So they don't dry up.
well, then wouldn't.
you
Never
don't
mind.
need the pill anymore. You just need the idol. You don't need the pill.
Right there, you go.
Oh
Just
my.
rub it for good luck. Now, I do know that the Houston Chronicle said that Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny isn't great, but it's fun. And the same thing it could be said, like I think it's USA Today said that it has kind of an anticlimactic affair to it, but it's still kind of fun. Like it still it sends Indiana Jones off nicely, or what is it called? Emotionally satisfying is what they wrote. So I think that's kind of nice. I mean, I think, we're all, I would assume we're all Harrison Ford fans, especially in the Indiana Jones franchise. And I think that would be for me with this movie, storyline and everything. We have some really ridiculously fun, adventure films. One of mine being, my favorite being The Mummy, and that's historically inaccurate and it's kind of got some fantasy sci-fi elements to it, but it's still good fun. I'm really hoping that the ending of the film, or that they just do Indy justice, that he doesn't turn out, because it just from different things that I've heard, which of course we all know until you see the movie, you can't really take it as gospel, is that they're not really painting him as a very successful, happy older guy, but he's kind of washed up. And this is like almost like a last moment for happiness or something. I hope that's not true, because, I'm going to say this is probably Harrison Ford's last Indiana Jones film, but, never say never, right? So
I think we were
AI,
saying that 15 years ago. weren't
I
we?
think so, yeah. So
They waited
especially-
too long to do this one. Like they could have probably got one
Why
out
don't they
maybe
just
like
make it
5
into
years.
a cartoon or animation or something?
From everything I've told, the first 20 minutes look amazing for the de-aging.
That's what I heard too. Yeah.
And it's actually like a really fun Indiana Jones movie for the first 20 minutes.
Right.
Which,
that's
in
what I
all
heard.
honesty, if that's the case, I might just leave after the first 20 minutes.
Right, I've heard that too, that the beginning is a lot of classic like Indiana Jones fun, and then it seems that as the
And then
movie
it
progresses, it kind of
slow
loses
and
itself.
it loses.
But
where it's
like I
at.
said, I just hope that they send Indy off into the sunset gracefully and respectfully, because Harrison Ford's one of my favorite male actors. Like I really love him. And
I can't imagine that he would have agreed to do the movie if they didn't do that.
well, but to be
You know?
fair, he did,
He just wants to
he
die.
did do the Christmas special for Star Wars, and I don't think he was happy about that either.
No.
So-
Yeah.
I don't know if he was cognitive for that though.
He wants to be done
Like
with all of
if you
this
heard the
stuff.
history about the filming for the '84 Christmas special, they were
Oh, they were all high.
yeah, so they don't know what they were doing. Like they
They're all on
were.
drugs. They wanted to have fun.
I'm just saying.
I'll give you money, some drugs. Film this with me.
I mean, they had B. Arthur there. Come on.
I know, and I saw that okay, guys. So last Christmas was the first time I'd ever seen the Star Wars Christmas special in my entire life, and I'm watching it. I'm confused, and then I get to the end of it, and I see Dorothy Spornak, B. Arthur, and at the end of it, and she's singing and she's gallivanting with these dudes at the bar, and I'm like, Star Wars has taken a turn. What is happening? I mean, she did a great job because B. Arthur was just a good actress, but it's like, this is not Star Wars. What is this?
What am I watching? I guess you probably have to be on drugs to really
Maybe
get
that's
it.
what
The
it
time
is.
I get to
period.
really understand what you're watching.
Yeah.
It's more of an immersive film. Like, if you buy the VHS, then you need to have it
Yeah.
associated with, a cup of wine, bag of weed, something like that.
Right.
Appreciate.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
it was
Ato's
meant for
not
kids.
amused.
Was it really meant for kids? Come on, the Ewok adventure was better than the Star Wars Christmas special.
Yeah, but you got to see Lumpy. Like, you got to see Chewbacca's
Please.
family.
You said it was made for kids. Wasn't that dude looking at like weird Wookiee porn?
All right, so here's something that
Oh,
you have to
all
realize.
right. Tom's gonna explain this to us. It
No,
needs
no,
some-
no, no. So I have a
Went
like,
off the rails,
even
everybody.
Carousel of Progress at Disney has a young kid in there staring at the Polynesian dancer doing the hoochie coochie or whatever in the Carousel of Progress. If you've been on that ride,
The Carousel of Progress. Is that what the kids are calling it?
that's the spinning thing of Disney and Magic Kingdom. It's a real thing.
Oh, okay.
I love that ride. That thing's cool. That's classic.
See, classic Disney animatronics. But there is always parts in that have tongue in cheek, adult humor.
For kids, yeah.
For kids. Adult humor for kids.
They were very progressive.
It was the 70s. It was the 80s.
We weren't as soft back then. I understand.
I mean, put it this way: A New Hope was rated PG, right?
Yeah.
That and I mean, Carrie's walking around with things poking,
In what scene?
and most of them in that white dress.
Really?
Remember Carrie Fisher's whole thing where she was not allowed to wear underwear?
Yeah, but I guess I just never noticed. Of course, my eyes don't
Why
just
would you?
automatically. They just don't automatically wander to certain areas like some other people. I guess I have never noticed in all the years that I watched it. But now I want to go back and watch it.
Right?
Just see if we're wrong.
Yes,
You're wrong.
you're wrong.
I hate to say this, my dad pointed it out to me as a kid.
Awesome.
Good parenting. This is an anatomy lesson.
He was
Wow.
I mean, the guy went to go see the movie 7 times in the theater. I'll give him
I
that.
well, for obvious reasons. It was a good storyline.
It's where he met my mom.
There you go.
Oh my goodness! But all right, is anybody else gonna go see the Indiana Jones movie besides who was it?
Definitely.
Tom, Tony?
Yeah, I'm curious. I've heard mixed reviews, but definitely curious.
We're living in the era of mixed reviews. I think that it could be a documentary on the beginning and the origins of bread, and everybody be like, "That's not really the ingredients they used back then." Like, there's just maybe some kind of schism or something like that.
Too many opinions.
Yeah. I think for me, like, even when they first announced that they were going to have the Indiana
Wait a
Jones,
minute, Tony. We do opinions here.
Oh.
I have
rest
no
my case.
opinions.
was
I
that a
don't know.
slur, Tony? Thanks a lot.
Ah,
No, I think when I heard that Indiana Jones was going to come out with a new movie, I was kind of excited initially because it's like, who doesn't want Indiana Jones? But then I remembered how old Harrison Ford was, and I'm like, how?
right?
How?
He's 80 years old. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
And
no
then-
longer a whip, it's a walker.
oh,
Dun, 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 dun.
with the little tennis balls on the
That's
front.
just sliding it.
And the one that slide it.
He hits the Yahtzee guy, right? The Yahtzee, because I got it.
Right.
Get off my lawn.
Right, get off my lawn.
You
I
young
totally-
whippersnappers.
I belong in a museum.
I belong in a museum. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that's so brilliant.
That's so good.
Oh God, I'm making that a shirt now.
Yes,
You
have
should,
to.
oh Tom, you should have had that made before the movie. Like people
I have a
could wear
couple of
that.
days.
They could.
I belong in
Dude,
the museum.
you
yeah.
will sell a ton of those. That's fantastic. Get a good picture of him in his,
Boldness.
In a
outfit.
walker.
I was
and
gonna
a
say,
walker.
or get one where it's like his silhouette bent over with a walker with the tennis balls,
Right.
and says, and you can have the classic silhouette with the hat and everything. I belong in a museum.
I belong in the
I belong in
museum.
the museum.
I love it. I love it.
Oh man.
He's searching
If you
for
don't
fortune
do it,
in
I'll
Menge.
do it.
Right? Yeah.
Indiana
Yeah.
Jones, says Brett Yemens. Indiana Jones and the Crippled Crusader.
That's good.
Oh my goodness.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm looking forward to it just because it's Harrison Ford, but then I remembered the Crystal Skull and I'm like, I
Yeah,
don't know.
that
And then I
was-
guess we're not having his son anymore. They offed him
wrote
or
him out.
something.
He dies
Yeah.
in Vietnam.
He
The
dies
movie.
in Vietnam. Well, thank you for your service. Go
Hmm.
save a whale. That's Shia. Well, how do you pronounce his name? Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf.
Buff,
Shia LaBeouf.
Buff, beefy.
Shia LaBeouf.
You know, he was all about the whales. He went kind of crazy recording people in front of a building. You could go to that hole in the wall and yell at it or something like that.
Now he's become a believer.
Does he?
Mhm.
Good. He needed that because
Yeah.
he was crazy.
Right, right.
Well, good. Okay. I did not know about that.
Mhm. Him and Mark Wahlberg's always been one. So
Mm.
him and Mark Wahlberg. That was that guy from Saved by the Bell, the Latin guy.
Marco.
No,
No.
from Saved by the. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
the
does the morning
good-looking
shows. He
family.
does like Today
Yeah,
Show.
Yeah, he's a believer as well.
I gotta look up his name now too. Oh,
Oh.
man, Mario. That's what it is. Mario.
Mario
Lopez.
Lopez.
Mario. Yep, that's him.
Nice.
Saved by the Bell was out before I was born, so it wasn't my era. Yeah.
Stop it.
Sorry.
Make me feel old now.
You guys belong in a museum. No, I'm just kidding.
Right?
Dun, 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 dun. That's it.
I'll be right next to you with my lightsaber.
That's
As a- as
it.
a
You
Cain.
fend him off. You just jump
As
in
a
my back
Cain,
like Yoda, and I'll carry you.
Oh my gosh.
That's great.
Sorry.
Are there any other movies that folks are looking forward to? Anybody excited about the Barbie movie?
Not after what the director and Kate McKinnon just said.
Well,
Oh,
but
what'd
you
they
know,
say?
they sometimes say that crap, I think, just to get attention, and it's not even part of the movie, to be honest with you.
What'd they say?
They said it was about how normal gender roles deny 50% humanity, or something
Oh.
like that.
Well, that's stupid.
It's stupid.
What?
And look, Barbie had every career known to man. She's been a dentist, she's been a homemaker, she's been a model, she's been a space person, she's been an Olympic skier, she's been anything
Yeah,
you could
she's-
think of.
yeah.
So- and she's still fit as a fiddle. Even after all
How
this
does she
time.
do it?
How does she do it? Of course, being 100% plastic, I'm sure helps. Many women are on their way to being that. But
Many.
anyways, but I know a lot of people say it looks like fun. They're like, "Oh, I grew up with this, playing with this doll as a child. I can't wait to see the movie." I'm like, "Well, we've already had about 16 movies of Barbie, but
Right?
they're not live action, I guess."
Cartoons. and-
Yeah.
Yeah, they're cartoons. yeah.
I grew up playing with my Barbies, of course, but I can't say I'm excited about this movie. I remember when the first trailer came out, I'm like, what the freak is this movie even about? Like, I understand teasers are meant to get
I
you.
still play with my Barbies.
She needs some work, man. she kind of ugly. I can't say that
Not
I'm
before you
excited.
come
Not
in.
the
Sex
Barbie.
Baseballs.
Ah. Yeah. No, I know.
You're like
What
a
about
velvet
Marvel just released a trailer for the movie Craven. Does anybody know anything about that guy?
I do.
Of course you do, Tom. I'm not asking you.
Uh-huh. Fill us in, man.
No, fill us in. I don't really know anything about
I
it.
did see the trailer, the red band trailer. It looks pretty good.
It does
So
look
they're-
pretty
it looks-
intense.
looks
They are
good.
changing his
Looks
powers.
bloody.
So
Violent. But
in his powers actually are kind of more like Black Panther's in comics. He takes an herbal supplement that gives him heightened strength and durability, as well as some senses. They're kind of making him more like Beastmaster in this, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
the blood goes into
the blood
him or
gives
something.
like connection to the animals, which
Yeah.
I'm like, well, I'm like, now I just want a Beastmaster movie, but that's just me. I think Aaron Taylor Johnson might do a good job. Russell Crowe seems interesting, but it seems like a lot of people are writing it off already.
Oh,
I
really?
like the trailer. I like that it was R-rated. I like that it was R-rated. I like that they had the violence and it was visceral. It seemed like a 90s movie. It seemed like a throwback, kind of like Venom did.
Yes, it really did. Yeah, and a whole bunch of unnecessary graphic violence. Very little storyline.
But which one was some dumb?
It's straight out of the 90s, man.
Which one was some dumb fun though for a movie? Like, does everything?
Oh
have
no,
to be...
I mean, yeah, it doesn't always have to be.
That's good.
I guess I was surprised that he tore that guy's face off or whatever, or his nose off.
Bit
his nose
in the trailer. Like, I just kind of was surprised by that.
He'd already sliced his throat. Like, what's the point of that? You know?
Yeah,
and just for funsies, you know.
The next Mission Impossible movie.
That's gonna be good.
I'm looking forward to that.
Good, yeah.
It looks really cool. Tom Cruise.
Now there's a guy that's
jumping off cliffs.
That's still
the last Hollywood star.
Yeah, still kind of fit, you know, for his age and stuff. So, yeah, I like Tom Cruise.
It'll be great to see him with his walker going down the street. Dun, 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 dun.
You can't even beat
have one.
The fuse is going off. He's trying to turn it off. He can't make it.
The race against time.
He's got
your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to make it to the bathroom.
He takes off his depends.
Love It Ever After says, I heard Sisu was good. Haven't seen it yet. I'm on the fence about Barbie. Sisu, I've heard of that. What is that? Does anybody know?
That's that
Nordic John Wick.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Where they're fighting against the other Yahtzees out in the West or something.
Right. Something like that. Yeah.
I saw the trailer for that when I went to go see John Wick. It was pretty intense, but it was kind of cool looking at the same time.
I like the John Wick movies.
I love the man, that last one.
Oh yeah, it beat all the other ones.
Oh yes, and
really?
I said that when I did my movie reaction to that. I was saying that was one of my concerns going into the movie, was that in the previous two movies, you know, a lot of the action is pretty much the same. Like, we're just watching Keanu Reeves perform a lot of the same acts over and over again. And so I was like, man, that's going to be really rough to sit through this movie if it's just going to be more of the same. Oh, it was not. Like, there was so much more creativity in the choreography and also in the camera work. Some of the shots they've done, I've never seen that done before in any kind of action movie. And the fight scenes was just over the top, phenomenal. And I love the bits of dry humor, like the unexpected moments that just were funny for no reason. Like awkward long hallways. And you just kind of sit there waiting for him to get to his destination. And you just can't help, at least in my theater, you just couldn't help but laugh. Everybody was laughing because it was so unexpected and random. Like, it's
right.
It's fantastic.
The duel scene, I thought it was absolutely beautiful.
Is that, you guys talking about number 5, I guess it is?
The fourth one.
The fourth one. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It's unreal.
I've lost
it's
count.
just, yeah, it's unreal. It's not a Fast and Furious, so that, you know, they're at 15 and they're going for
Yeah, it's pretty ridiculous too.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, I saw the
someone
trailer.
say family, and then he's like, no, nobody said that, man. Get back in your car.
Nobody said that.
Get back in your car and drive away.
Just go home.
I know. That was with that clip of Michelle Rodriguez when she was coming out of a club or something like that. She was intoxicated. And she was like, how many Marvel movies could they possibly make? It's getting ridiculous. And, you know, people like on Twitter and stuff, they're commenting underneath of it. And they're like, dude, you literally just made like the 10th Fast and Furious movie that nobody asked for. You got no leg to stand on.
And the ride at Universal is the most atrocious thing you'll ever get on. The party bus. It's so stupid.
Horrible. It's
no.
so bad. I wanted to ride it because I'm like, I'm here. let's do this. I was told it was awful, but I don't like people making my mind up for me. So I'm like, if it's horrible, I want to know it's horrible. So
It's
sure
horrible.
enough, I don't know.
And
They're
how
like, this is
horrible.
terrible. Like,
Listen, I rather ride It's a Small World 10 times in a row than do that ride again.
I will
Good to
say
know.
now the lead up to the ride was
Oh,
me,
the cars are beautiful.
yeah, that
outside.
and then the video stuff, with the worker that's there and they make it seem like they're actually interacting with the video screens and stuff like that. I thought that was really exceptional. But then you actually get to the whole reason you're in line anyway. It's
Party
like,
bus.
yeah.
It's a party bus, dude. I love it.
I've done it once. I will never do it again.
Yep.
I would do it again if I was with somebody who was like me and wanted to experience it, and I would laugh at their face or something like that. But involuntarily be like,
Film them
dude,
the
I'm
whole
in
time while
Universal
they're-
Studios again. Let's go Fast and Furious.
It's so fast.
Would much rather do the Mummy ride or Spider-Man for sure.
Oh, hands down.
And the Kong ride is similar to
I
Fast and
like
Furious,
the
but it's
Kong
better.
ride.
It's better. The Kong ride's
Yeah.
better.
I like the Kong
Not by
ride.
much, but yeah, much better.
I think by a lot. Let's be real. Come on, there's actual puppets and things like that involved, and
The queue is awesome for the Kong ride with the character actor that comes out and
Yeah.
does the whole shaman thing.
Oh,
No,
yeah.
Your original Kong ride that was there where you see the
Confrontation
giant.
in New York. Yes, I agree. So
What was it?
The original Kong ride is actually where the Mummy is right now.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
that,
okay.
that it used to be a cable car that took you through the New York City skyline, and there was a huge, like you would
Huge.
drop, and there was a huge Kong animatronic. It was
You could feel the
amazing.
heat from its mouth and everything when it roared.
Wow.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
man,
I
cool.
think they've gotten worse in
Wow.
theme parks over the times.
Yeah.
It used to be better.
Agree.
Why do you think they got rid of it? Just to do something new?
Yeah, do
The
something
Mummy
new.
came out, and Universal does not really do the same type of like historical aspect of their rides. I mean, they got rid of Jaws for Harry Potter. Now I know people like Harry Potter, but I miss Jaws.
I remember seeing commercials for that. Yeah.
Jaws
Gosh, that
ride
was,
was
that was a
awesome.
while ago.
And
Huh.
they have a
wow.
chance right now with Epic Universe to bring back Jaws, and they won't do it.
And they won't
What?
get rid of ET because they have a contract with what's his name?
Amblin
Spielberg.
Productions and Spielberg. It's in the contract. You can't. They can't.
Isn't that
Yeah.
like one of the oldest rides in the park?
It's the only original.
Yeah,
The only
it's
original.
literally you can see the dust on everything. That's how bad this thing
Yeah,
is.
I've been in it.
It's
It is.
horrible.
No one's ever
You
cleaned
got,
it.
you got
huh?
the 1960 banana seat bikes, you're still on them.
Ah,
It's horrible.
I
mean,
thought
the-
it was cute, but it was definitely nothing to write home about.
Creepy aliens, like,
It was weird. They're like everywhere on the flowers and the stuff. I'm like, where?
Welcome
Am I? This was like
home.
it was like a psychedelic experience.
Whoa, that's right. I love that part.
Welcome home.
And
So
he
they
tells
won't-
you your name and he jacks it up.
Wait, what?
When you tell him he's supposed to say your name at the end, he jacks it all up because
Well,
you,
oh, come
you
on.
say like Martin, you go Martin. You're like, what did he say? Nobody
Well,
knows.
it's not your typical
They haven't
standard.
updated it, huh?
No, that thing. No, it's exactly how it opened.
And so they won't
they
change
only-
it because
They made the video in the beginning a little bit better quality.
True.
That's about it.
That's right. They did do that.
They did
so
that.
you can't say they don't try. But why won't they get rid of it, Tom? You said there's a
The contract.
contract.
So
Well,
Steven
Universal's like that.
Spielberg, Universal has a Steven Spielberg contract, and that attraction will never leave as long as he's alive.
Well, the reason why, like one of my wife's best friends, she works or she's one of the assistants to the vice president, and they're so meticulous that like Betty Boo or anything like that, the characters have to be very precise because if not, Universal gets fined by those companies that own the trademarks to it. So everything has to be absolutely perfect and in character. If not, or including the rides, if not, they get fined.
Well, so if they keep ET, why did they get rid of Jaws? Isn't Jaws also a Spielberg movie?
It's whatever the contract stipulates and how they word it out. It's just the weirdest thing. Like for me, I don't care. I grew up when AT came out, and back then when you went there for the first time, back in that it was
Now
like,
been
oh,
90,
wow.
I think.
It was
Yeah,
more
or
Or
vibrant.
89.
Oh, it was.
Less
It was.
dust.
It was fresh. It was new. You could, it was something exciting. But the only thing that for me that I like, if you ever get a chance at Universal, you got to go to the Jason Bourne show.
That show is amazing.
I haven't been to that one.
Ooh, that'll blow your mind. I've never seen a show like that, a theatrical shows done like, because it's these the screen behind them, it's the way that they did the digital, it looks like you're actually there and everything's moving, and then they got cars coming out and shooting weapons and climbing towers. There's stunt work happening right in front of your face, and it's unreal.
It's similar to the volume in terms of the technology they're using. It's very similar to the volume for the screens.
Oh, okay.
In terms of how they're doing the show,
Nice.
Which I'm surprised that stuff hasn't come into parks more yet in terms of attractions, because the volume is spatial recreation stuff. I mean, it's a step up from what Smuggler's Run is for sure in terms of fidelity. I mean, Smuggler's Run is just one big video game made by NVIDIA that they kind of failed at.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they did that in the Millennium Falcon ride, it's over.
Ooh.
That would be unreal, because it looks like you're actually there. You're immersed into this scene. And when they do the cars and they're jumping from one car to the other, and you're like, how is that integrating with the back screen, which is huge, and it blends right in, and you're like, where did the car go? And it's down going into the distance. You're like, it was physically right here. It blows your mind.
Wow.
Yeah.
Now I want to go see it. I got to go back. Tom, I got to go back to Florida.
Okay.
He's like, okay,
sure.
I'm here.
I'll meet you at the East Batu, longitude, latitude,
Bring your walker.
My buddy.
Bring
And
your
my buddy
walker.
Eric will get you hooked up.
Right. Right. Talk to Eric. Ask for the blue rose.
Yeah. When I go back, I want to do the Tron ride.
Tron is so good. I've got to do it twice so far.
Yeah.
Once during a DVC preview, then an AP preview. I haven't gotten to do it regular yet, like with the virtual queue, but it's short, but it's so cool, and the Daft Punk music hits and all that. I really like the ride. It's about 60 seconds, but so is Pipeline's new coaster. I think the newer designs for a lot of the coasters are shorter lines, which means more churn for the people going through. Again, theme park talk. I'm sorry.
No,
inviting
it's
a theme park
interesting.
person on.
I know. Dan, what were you thinking?
What was I thinking? It's just interesting to listen to all this.
Now, wait. Oh, can I ask Tom? Tom, so you're a theme park guy, so you would know.
Yeah.
At Epcot Center, they're putting. Is it Moana?
So the Moana. I actually know a little bit about this. It's a walk-through water attraction.
Ooh.
So basically, they took the Seven Nations fountain that they used to have in the front, where they showed the whole thing when Epcot first opened. Each country in the World Showcase poured their water in to make the fountain, right? They took that away. They're using the same water to have it so you can go and go like, woo, yay, water going up. Woo, yay, water going down. It's a waste of space, in my opinion, the amount they're taking up. But the new Communicore... Communicore.
We're not laughing at you, Tom.
I know. I'm reading the comment. I bet Dan thinks about bacon. Well, okay. So there's a new. If you remember Epcot, they had Communicore where they had different like tech things going off. They're bringing that back in some way. They're going to have cooking demonstrations during Food and Wine be in there. So they're actually going to use it for some actual edutainment type things now, which I appreciate, because and then Interventions East and West was kind of like falling apart. It was not used for what it used to be used for. So, but yeah, the Moana thing seems like a kid splash zone with some interesting infrared technology. So when you move your hands, the water will rise up, and the water will kind of like how Moana does in the movie.
Right.
It's such a waste of space. I would have put a dark ride in there. The amount of space they're taking up, you could have put a dark ride.
A dark ride?
Give me Ratatouille, man. I love
dark
that
ride,
ride.
Ratatouille, or Peter Pan, or Haunted Mansion. A dark ride means that you have scenes that you see that are dimly lit, and the lighting is on the stages.
Okay.
Sorry, another theme park term.
Tony, if you go to Epcot, go to do Ratatouille, and you want a good meal, go to Chef de France.
Chef de France is really good. Monsieur Paul's open that back up if you don't mind the dollar signs.
Right. I love it. Every time I go there, I eat there. And we ate once at the Canada, but that was like $450 we dropped on that one.
$70 to $80 a steak.
Yeah, it was phenomenal. Great food. But Chef de France
moose?
No.
They have bison.
Yeah, they do. They have bison.
If they didn't have moose, then don't eat at Canada.
You know what? Have Moose Day, right? Dan, give us a moose call.
Me?
Yes. What does the
A
moose
moose
say?
call. I don't know
You're
what
on
a
the
moose
spotlight.
I was waiting for something really weird and random. You know, something.
And you know, moose, you see, like Dan said, moose do this too. They put their hands together like that.
Yep.
Oh yeah, all moose do that. Yeah.
And then Harrison Ford walks with a walker behind him.
And scene.
Yeah.
I believe I
Oh, I
belong
love
in the
this.
museum.
Let's make this movie.
Wait for me.
That's awesome.
Guys, wait up.
Fantastic. Oh my goodness.
All your chat guests are going, what are they talking? Especially if they came out now, they'd be like,
I know, right?
Moose
Harrison Ford and
call.
mooses?
What?
That's the new movie coming out, guys.
Right. It's spoiler, but there's these mooses.
Mooses.
Mises.
I love it.
Mice.
Mises.
So guys,
It's called Harrison and the Moose.
Harrison and the Moose. Well,
many
so you know
moose are there?
if you have if the plural, let's see, how does that go? The plural form. What is the plural form of a mongoose?
Plural form of a mongoose?
Yeah, is it mongoose?
I don't
Mongoose.
know.
Goose.
I've never
It's
seen more than one
geese.
mongoose
You're
around.
Funny. You're funny.
Just
Well,
wondering.
because she's saying goose. The pearl is geese. So mongoose.
It's a mongoose, a mongoose.
Mongoose.
And does that make the babies mongoslings?
Mongoose.
These are the real
Gosling.
questions we ask on Inside.
Wow.
Yeah, I used to be able to do a Bullwinkle voice. I can't do it anymore. 'Cause I haven't seen it in so long.
Or you
God.
could go to Wally World and punch the moose in the nose. You ever been
What?
to
Sorry, folks. Park's closed.
There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
Good job,
You're-
Tom.
Nice. Nice.
That's
I
a
grew up
throwback
on
for
a
you and me,
cousin.
Tony.
Yeah, man.
Going to Wally World.
Wally World.
Wally World.
Now Tabitha's going, Wally World.
I
Yeah,
was
like-
thinking,
Just thinking
so you're,
Walmart.
yeah, around here, that's what they call Walmart. So,
Oh, really? No, Chevy
Yeah.
Chase. Go back to National. Was it European Vacation? All that stuff that he's done. It's phenomenal.
Wally World.
Yeah,
Okay.
Wally World.
Oh, so that's
Christmas
why.
vacation is
Christmas
so
Vacation.
good.
Oh, Christmas Vacation's the top.
Oh, of course.
Oh,
Top notch. Yeah.
every Christmas we put that on here.
I
So why-
pledge
why we
allegiance
put the
to
Christmas tree in?
flag of the United States.
It's-
Payball.
of America.
That's right.
I don't think it's
The
a bad tradition.
blessing.
I think it'd be a great family tradition to quote the pledge at Christmas time.
That is awesome. That's what I'm
Oh,
talking about. Was it? Is it Cousin Eddie when he shows up and get yourself something real nice? And he's purchasing everything.
Yeah.
I love Cousin Eddie. That's really good.
Gets like 5 bags of dog food. Just keeps like piling.
He just
it up
keeps
there.
piling it on.
Yeah.
Are you surprised? I would have been more surprised if my face, my eyes, and my head was stapled to the ground. I was like, wow. I love that movie. Love it.
So many good
That's
things.
good.
Jelly of the Month Club.
Jelly them. I love it.
I need to get like a certificate of that. I bet you they sell certificates of that, just play ones. And I need to get that, like order it and give it to my
That'd
dad
be
for Christmas
great.
this year.
Yeah, great gag gift.
It really would. I should put that on
Yeah.
my Etsy store.
We have a store here called Kohl's, and every Christmas they sell the little
the cups.
the cups
The
with
moose,
the moose cups.
We got that for my dad a couple years ago too. Yeah,
I love it. I love that.
absolutely. And the miniature leg lamp from
That's
Christmas
right.
Story.
Of
Yeah.
course.
Dun, 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 dun.
On a bright Hawaiian pushing day.
There we go.
The gift that keeps on
Everybody's
giving the
singing.
whole year.
That's right.
Jelly of the month. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That makes me feel like Christmas is right around the corner. Stop. Let's stop the madness.
Hey, we're not that far away.
Stop
Yeah.
it.
Hey, it is already
What about-
middle of June. I can't.
I
believe it.
love Christmas.
Yeah, right.
I love
Favorite
Christmas
time.
too.
Christmas in July.
There we go.
There
We're
you go.
we're attempting to have Christmas in July. That's what it will
That's
be.
right.
November, the Christmas tree goes up for us in our house.
Oh, you're one of those. Like after
am
Christmas,
one of those.
after Thanksgiving, before Thanksgiving,
Before
before.
the beginning of November.
Really? Wow.
Yeah, beginning of November, all the Christmas decoration goes up, and then
I
it doesn't
mean-
come off until January, like 10 or 15th, because you have the Three Kings and all that. So
Okay.
it goes past the time.
So you're one of those
Gotcha.
artificial tree people, aren't you?
Depends.
Oh, okay. You've
It
had
depends.
a tree last that long?
Depends.
Yeah,
Depends.
Dan.
depends. With a tree strapped to my back,
While chasing a moose.
all full of
It
sap.
belongs in a museum.
All full of sap.
Yeah, almost.
Fantastic.
That's awesome. My house have a moose with lights on it.
Oh my god.
Oh, I should have done it this way.
There you go. There you go. Wrap it up. Nice. He's going. You
Oh,
gotta do it to the mic though.
Okay, I will.
oh
There you
no.
go.
There's Tom's. Is that Tom's new shirt? I
It won't
belong in a
focus.
I belong in a museum.
I tried to make it the creepiest looking person there. It's before I
That's pretty
cut.
creepy. It's pretty
That's awesome.
creepy.
Oh,
It's gonna be on my Teespring in about 5 minutes.
excellent work.
Sweet, sweet.
Now we were all over the map today. We went.
No doubt.
crazy.
Yeah.
I'll take blame for that. I don't know.
Yeah, we are gonna blame you, Tom. You're it.
Of course. He's the easiest person to blame things on.
Yeah.
Everything you just said is my favorite thing to do every day.
I love that movie.
It's a weird movie.
I love it. I
It's
love
a
when he
good one, though.
baptizes Esqueleto. He
Yeah,
goes
yeah.
behind him with the thing. The body goes, ah! He
Yeah, he
baptizes him.
Baptized!
Baptized!
That's how Ada's gonna do it.
That's right. That's right. I'll just sneak up behind you and baptize you. Bam!
Yep.
Sorry,
gonna
folks, you're on your way to heaven now. There's no way out.
Atheist baptized.
Whether you like it or not.
Yeah.
It's
You're on
happening.
heaven.
We're always losing because you're not
The stealth
baptized.
baptizer.
That is awesome.
You'll be the serial
Wow.
baptized.
Go around with
Yeah.
like holy water and a squirt gun. Just
Yeah.
baptized.
Baptized.
Oh my goodness.
Tom's going, what do I get myself into here?
Dan asked me to come here and talk theme parks in Galaxy's Edge, and I showed
No,
up.
I'll tell you,
Yeah,
Tom, you
that's
can't
right.
you can't talk junk about us because we're not have this little creature on our shoulder. You do.
Hey, Zort is a powerful force. I can't do anything about him. He's his own thing.
I love it though. That is so cool.
That's how he got Ray the first time.
That's right.
Yeah, she definitely wanted to see my Zort.
Isn't there a guy that has a YouTube channel that he does puppeteering with him? Is it right?
Salacious.
Crumb.
Yeah,
Right?
Scrum. There's
Scrum.
a whole bunch of puppets in that area. There's a monkey lizard legion, or I have talked to him before. I have.
Yeah, I
He's
like
a cool
he's
dude.
I was
Yeah,
gonna
he
get
is.
him
He's
on
good
our
people.
show sometime. Yeah.
He's a trip and a half. He's awesome.
Is it-
I like him.
Nice, nice.
But
Tony-
yeah,
He's
Get him on
going,
this
wow.
show sometime.
No, the animatronic stuff, man. It's very, very cool.
Oh yeah.
Have you guys got the chance to see it? We have a guy that we've been working with, and I don't know if you guys know his name is Tim Sullivan. He did the C3PO. You guys see on my Facebook page. He did the animatronics, full scale animatronics, and he programmed it and everything and took it to a show, and it was unreal.
Wow.
Really?
Really?
Yeah, unreal.
C3PO?
C3PO. Yeah, unbelievable.
Life size?
Life size, and I did the graphics, the motion graphics for the back TV on the stand. And you would walk up, and he would look at you, and it would move, and it would interact with you. And if you walk, it follows. He follows you. Like he looks at you and he
Oh,
follows
wow.
you. He's interacting with you. It's unreal.
That's
Wow.
cool.
Yeah, I'll
That's
send you the
cool.
link. It's part of that TSJ Foundation that we're working with. Dave's
Oh,
working on it as
cool.
well.
You and Dave? Yeah.
Yeah, and it's now we're working on the full size. It's the Razor Crest for education. So
Ooh.
it's almost built. Yeah, it's pretty
A
beautiful.
Razor
Full
crest, huh?
size?
Full size Razor Crest. We're
Ooh.
doing also the N1,
That's cool.
and that's going to go if everything goes well. That's going into like a museum.
Wow.
Indiana Jones, cool.
Does the Razor Crest? Did you do the interior as well?
Interior, exterior, interior. You're able
I
to
heard
go
that,
in.
Tabitha.
Yeah, you're able to move the guns, everything, fire them, everything.
Dang
way.
it,
It's a
Ada!
mobile-
Why'd
it's
you
a
have
mobile.
to join the priesthood and like
When
live
is
for
that-
Jesus? You could open your own little shop. Like, darn it.
Right. Right.
Why can't he do both? Where is this
Yeah,
thing going to
well,
be
you know.
that people can see it?
It's starting. I'll send you the information on it.
Okay.
I think it's in Indianapolis. I think it's starting off there, and then it's going to transition
Oh.
from there. They're looking to make. Well, the TSA Foundation, we're looking to make at least a whole bunch of them, like at least 7 or 8 of them, and then they go throughout, and then kids can come in, and it has the back platform. It goes down and everything. They walk in, and they're able to play with all the gadgets in there, and
cool.
touch everything. It's educational.
Wow.
And then they get to see how animatronics works, how this motion graphics works. Everything.
Can adults go in there, or is it just for kids?
Oh no! It's full.
Oh.
Yeah, it's for adults too.
Out of my way,
And
kid!
curious minds wanted to
Yeah,
know.
Grogu. We have the animatronic of Grogu. He's in there as well.
Oh, nice.
Well, like Dave likes to say, Grogu. That's how Dave likes to say it.
And Grogu.
El
A
Grogu.
Grogu.
Nice.
So yeah.
Indianapolis is where it's starting, though.
I think it's in Indy. I'll pull it up. I'll send you
Okay.
some information on it. It's unreal.
No, that's
It's really
awesome.
cool.
That's just up the road
Yes.
for me.
Send some information to me too. I'll put it on our community thing. So
If you guys want,
Yeah.
I can even get you in contact with the Eric, which is the head foundation, and then he'll come on the show. He was on one of our shows,
Oh.
Fanworks
was
Live.
it? Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
sweet.
and then they'll send you all the videos. You get to see all the stuff that they're doing, and it's like really amazing.
Okay.
Ooh, do that,
We're
Dan.
Cool to have
Yeah.
on the show. Yeah.
We're going to be working with. Well, they're already setting up working with the folks who actually did the N1 for Mandalorian. That's the ones that are going to
Ooh.
replicate the N1 for this one.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah,
He's the best.
it's the best.
It's the
My life is good. It's fantastic.
It's fantastic.
I can see Dan dressed up like Nacho.
Yes.
That would be awesome. One day, just show up, Dan, on a, like, let's do a Nacho mask and the whole 9. That'll be
Okay.
so cool.
I'll do that.
We should all dress up like Lucha Libre mask.
Lucha Libre.
Even Tabitha can.
I'll
wear
dress up as a nun.
There you go.
I live all by
And-
myself.
Oh,
It's
and then
fantastic.
Tony can dress up like a giant corn in the cob. You know how you have the corn in Mexico with the cream on it?
Oh, yeah,
Tony.
yeah, there
Tony
you go.
just faces through the hole of the corn cob.
Tony has that like corn on the cob physique, is what Ado's trying to say.
I know. I'm like, what?
Nah,
Why
he's
do
a
I
good-
why do I
Nah,
stuck
nah.
with the coin?
Tony-
That's okay.
Tony-
I'll do whatever.
Tony-
I have no.
He says he'll do whatever.
It would be the best corn on the cob costume ever. I mean, judging by your background, so
That's right. That's right.
it's all
And then Dave will get him to be the
Space corn.
the ugly girlfriend that Keleco gets.
he'd do a great job.
She's there with the corn eating, and then she crawls into the hole in the wall. You see
Oh
that?
yeah.
I
Oh
love
my gosh. Well, it's the
Well, now we've truly bounced around to just about everything.
that. This is so good. Good timing. Is that you, Tabitha? Are you triggering those?
Yes, she is. Yes,
That
she
is
is.
so good.
She's got it down.
Yeah, she does.
Hold on, honey. Minute work.
A minute work.
Tom is still designing over there. You see him hard at work. He's even biting his upper lip or his lower lip.
I got a copyright claim on the first one, so I can't use his actual face.
Okay.
yeah,
Yeah,
probably
you
need to
gotta
use
do-
the silhouette.
Yeah, like a
Yeah.
silhouette.
Let's just put dust on the ground and put Harrison Ford.
With the hat, dust with the hat on
That's
top
it.
and the
And
whip.
the whip. You got
And
the
the
whip.
And the whip.
Oh, that'd be
Rest
so
in
good.
peace.
Yeah.
In a museum now.
Oh, that's mean. I don't want to think of Indy as dust yet.
Yeah.
Well, the movie takes place in what, 1940, 1960?
969.
There you go. So he is dust at this point.
Now, if they're true to the movie and true to his age, when they do the stunt show at Hollywood Studios, when the guy comes off the rope and the stump rope just gets stuck, and that's the way it should be.
I'm a little annoyed by this. So they're getting a Indiana Jones meet and greet in Disneyland. We have the stunt show with the guy doing
Disney West, guys.
Disney West.
Disney West.
the West,
Right.
The
Yes.
Batu West.
I'm catching on.
But,
I like that. I'm going to use that from now on.
but it's unfair that they get to have the Indiana Jones character. We have a little dude who does the stunt work as him. Like, just bring him out in his costume and let a photo happen or something. How hard is that?
Right. And you notice that they took away, like the guys used to wear the balaclavas, the mask. They took that away.
They got rid of the guns.
They got rid of the guns. They're no longer. They had the
swords.
Yeah,
I heard about that. That it's not
sticks.
what it used to be because they were afraid it was like viewer discretion, advised. Like,
so I was lucky enough before the pandemic to actually be in the show. They used to call people out to be extras. You would put on the little Arab outfit and go and all that.
Did you do it with an accent?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
He ran out.
I don't know.
That's it. We're getting canceled.
But
yeah,
so
sorry, Dan, your YouTube channel has been revoked.
They demonetized.
They got rid of
Ado's fault.
They got rid of all the character stuff. Like you can't go in, so there's no audience participation anymore. Which is the best thing about it, because that was the cool part, and so it shrunk the show by like 15 to 20 minutes.
Yeah.
So it used to be a 45-minute show, and you'd have this whole thing, and the crowd. They even got rid of the crowd going ooh and ah.
Yeah.
You used to go ooh ah on the whole crowd, and they would tell you when to do it to add the sound effect to the scene. They got rid of that, so it's like, and instead they have come in, and you can see this on my channel. I have a video of the inclusive new version one. No, they have this whole 10-minute thing of we have this diverse group of stunt actors here, and they have to make sure they show every single version. Here is, and then
nobody cares.
No, I would go down and laugh and pretend to be punched by Indiana Jones. That was a cool thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, the same thing happened in Pirates of the Caribbean, right? When they changed it because a mother complained how it should explain her daughter or her son that they had winches back then in the pirates. So that's what they did.
Right.
That's
exactly.
You're telling history. So they changed it. Now they're selling chickens. The pirates are there literally selling chickens.
Who wants the hens?
Who wants the hens?
I'm sorry, I know every line of that ride. I'm sorry. I still yell out when we go by, when you go by the auction scene. We want the redhead.
Yeah.
We want the redhead.
Yeah, Scarlet. So they had them lined up. It was just everybody. They had men and women in rows because they were.
There was a slow change because the first thing they did, the pirates used to be chasing the women around.
Yeah.
And then they changed it to the women chasing the pirates around.
Right. I like that though. That was cool with a broom.
Every once in for every one of them that'd be okay, but every single one of them it's okay. These are pirates with flintlock pistols and sabers, and they're running away from a lady with a broom.
True,
well, unless she was Hispanic, she had a flip flop.
Chancleta. Listen, Latina women with chancletas are like Aussies and boomerangs, right? They're good at it. My mom can throw a chancleta, run around. That chancleta will curve around the corner and pop me right in the back of the head. That's why I have no hair. She knocked it all out.
God.
Were you a mischievous little boy?
Yeah, man. Don't mess with a Cuban mother, man. Don't mess with a Cuban mother. No. She will get you.
So I do have a question. One real quick question here. So Indiana Jones, wasn't that directed by Mr. Spielberg himself?
Not all of them.
Not all of them? Oh, okay.
Which one are you referring?
I don't know. I thought maybe the first and the third one was Spielberg, but I don't know.
Oh no, because I thought the same guy who did The Rocketeer directed the third Indiana Jones film.
Oh, okay. But wasn't it created by Spielberg or something?
Created by
him and Lucas.
Yeah,
him and Lucas. Right. So why would I don't know? I don't understand why Disney took it over and didn't let Spielberg.
They bought it. They
Yeah.
bought it.
Oh,
The
they
same
bought
thing. They
it?
bought Disney. They bought Star Wars for
Yeah.
like 4 point something billion dollars.
Hmm.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know they would have bought Indiana Jones too.
Because it's created by Lucasfilm. Lucasfilm is now
Bingo.
owned by Disney.
Correct.
Ah,
They didn't buy Star Wars. They bought
Right.
they bought
Lucasfilm.
Lucasfilm. Ah, okay.
Dun, dun, dun,
Okay, that's what I was
dun, dun, dun.
confused.
That's
about.
why Indiana Jones is now a Disney movie.
That's very sad.
It just sounds weird when you say Indiana Jones is a Disney movie. It's
Well,
I will-
in this new movie, the Harrison Ford gets run through with a shovel.
Ooh,
And
I
he
know
dies.
somebody that happened to him.
You know, like the other movie, the lightsaber. Get it? No.
Trouble.
So
That's how he-
Helena runs him through with a shovel.
That's right.
There you go.
Hmm.
Tony's like, spoilers.
It's-
Yeah,
No,
don't tell me.
no. No. That was a
That
joke.
is not
I
real.
don't know.
I know.
I haven't even seen the trailer.
Are you
Hey,
not
Tom, I got a
interested?
question. The Mr.
Yeah.
History buff on all things Disney parks.
Yeah.
So have they Galaxy's Edge East? Is that right?
Yeah. Batu East. Yeah. Galaxy Edge.
Do they-
East, that's right.
Batu East. Okay.
Disney East.
Dang it! I
I-
still can't get it right.
I should be aware that people that don't know this channel, my grandfather helped build Magic Kingdom. He was part of the construction crew there, and I currently have
Really?
2 family members that are Disney Imagineers. So
Wow. Okay.
Their
Well,
names
it's in
are
your blood
Eric and
then.
Ashley, apparently.
It's in your blood. That's so
Thomas
cool.
famous.
So, a couple questions then. Have they included Din Djarin and Grogu in?
there is
The park.
There's one section of Batu, a straight line that you can walk, that he can walk. That's it.
That's it. Okay.
I like the alligator.
So-
I'm trying to figure out.
The next question that I have then is: Are they?
Are we
ever gonna
talking
get
about-
out of?
Yeah.
I'm sorry. I'll wait.
Are we going to get out of what? What's going on with the stuffed animals now? I'm very confused.
Don't.
Captain Hook.
It ain't me arm.
TikTok? I'm confused. What
Sorry.
happened?
The three of us are just being goofy up here.
Yeah. We're listening. We're listening.
I mean, I have Peter Pan stuff nearby, but I don't know what to do.
That's just,
I love
just
it.
randomly.
I'm
had a
sorry,
crocodile.
Tony. What was the question, though?
I don't even remember.
It was something about Grogu and Din, but
Yeah, it's Din Djarin.
My question was: Are they ever going to get out of just the sequels and include some of the original?
it's happening more in California because you have Boba Fett and you have Fennec Shan there. You have. I almost had an alligator burger today.
That would
No joke.
Anyways,
Sorry for the joke.
So it's okay.
Sorry, Tony. I love you. Don't hate me.
It is getting late. We're all getting slap happy, I guess.
Slap happy.
Just put ketchup on a crocodile plushie.
Tastes
And
good.
he ate it.
That's fantastic.
You ever had gator tail? There it is.
No.
Good stuff.
Well, we are close to half an hour past the time we normally go, but does anybody else have any last minute thoughts about crocodile tail? Any?
Hey, at least we don't have Dave here because it
Tail.
would have been forever.
Yeah, he's not in the chat
Right.
either, so
Yeah,
we
the
can't.
chat-
We don't have to start
Observer.
over.
Yeah, we don't have to start over.
Good point.
What was that one guy's name? The Aussie guy that had the crocodile. He was
Crocodile Dundee.
Yeah, Dundee. There you go. Crocodile Dundee.
Steve. Oh no, wrong one.
No,
I loved
No.
Crocodile Dundee when I was.
he got a sting right to the heart. Right, the barb.
Yeah.
Would-
He did say if he was going to die, it would probably be
Paul
by the
Hogan?
ocean. No.
He used to do
Steve-
this. Paul
Steve
Hogan was
Irwin.
Crocodile Dundee. He did the Subaru commercials.
Well, I think Ado and I were talking about Steve Irwin.
Okay, and Dan was talking
And I
about
was-
Paul Hogan.
Paul Hogan.
I'll
Crocodile
skull a
Dundee.
knife.
And
This
Tony
is a
was talking
knife.
about Hulk Hogan.
Yeah, that's right. Ado can switch quick.
Yeah, I got it.
He knows what everybody's talking about.
Well,
Yes.
sounds about right, guys. Thank you
Yes.
for watching
We
Inside
didn't
the
even do a
Booth.
commercial. Oh,
We didn't
man.
even do a commercial. We'll save it for the outro. Give this video a like if you're still hanging around. We go live every Sunday and Tuesday, 9 p.m.
Eastern Standard Time.
That's right. And subscribe to the
Technically
channel if you
daylight
enjoy
time
what
right
we
now.
do here. What?
It's technically daylight time right now, though.
Oh, well.
That still doesn't change the time that it's Eastern. What?
I love it. Ever.
You know, I just anyway.
What is this place? What is it that you do here? Merchandising. Merchandising, merchandising, where the real money from the movie is made.